afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Kevin Coleman, 56 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, Brosize. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 36, Wilson. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Mostert. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Here we go.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, Zoom.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. This is Mostert. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
12, 11.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is Procise on the carry, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A second down carry for Procise. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On third down, Procise. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That's caught by Hollister. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 8 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
No, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check it to a throw the next time.
Here we go. 180.
It's going to be a long day.
11. Set up.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
From the 41, Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 20-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson now from the gun. He'll throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. James now to return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Throwing again. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Now Wilson operating from the gun. He's got Lockett. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out.
Watch safety green. Watch safety green. Safety green.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Check. Watch the twist.
Now a Bay Area native from up in Berkeley. This is Marshawn Lynch. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And some room to run now. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Open man is born. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
13.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Big ass, big ass, big ass. Big dad, 22.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Come
on, baby. Let's see what you got.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Kill. Turn up. Check.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Switch. Good job right there.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. This is where it's coming from.
Third down.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
14, got it.
Throwing now is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He may try. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Still
a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Come on, watch 10.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This one to Bourne out on the left side. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. One final try now for Garoppolo. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.